Welcome to Kryptonite Bloopers.
They can learn from our mistakes, John.
That's great. Orientation is my go-to. I played disc golf with a guy that I just met at that creator event a couple of weeks ago, and young guy, nice guy. His name was Aaron. I called him Andy all day. And when the day was over, I meant to text him. I'm looking for Adam and I can't find it in my thing. And then I looked at, he had texted me earlier and it's Aaron.
Oh my!
So I had to text him and say, he was very nice. He said, listen, I was so focused on the game. I never heard it, but you're off the hook. And I'll just say the same thing. I thought Brian was Brian Handy until we set up for this meeting. I'm like, okay, there's an L in there, so I got to make sure I don't blow that. But that's me. That's my kryptonite. What do you got?
That's a good one. So mine is that we were on vacation, my family and I, last week at Universal Studios in Florida, Orlando. We met some friends there. It was 6 of us total. And that's a busy park, and the restaurants are crazy busy, and you have to make
Yes.
reservations. When I get under pressure or stress, I can get intense and focused and hard to approach, not really listening. And I was so focused on getting us to our dinner reservation at 4, and we got to the restaurant at 3:59.
That sounds like your Captain Vacation, brother.
Oh, they were like, "Hey, that guy's, look how much fun he's having." I was so worried about. I didn't want to get bumped.
Brian, you're a developer. What horrible things have you done to your family?
I will tell you, Will, you reminded me of one really quickly that when in the Excipitor days, I was raising money and, it was back, when things were much less casual than they are today in terms of your dress, right? So I was wearing a suit, sometimes a tie, right? And my CFO at the time was Kay Burgess, and she would get all dressed up, and we're in New York City going to raise money, but she's wearing heels. I schedule these meetings. I want 20 minutes to get between me, from here to here. And so when I got out of the subway or the cab, I was moving, right, to get to that next meeting. It was hard for me to learn that I needed to slow down, because I can't tell you how many times I did the same thing. At the front door of the building, opening the door, and I looked and she's like nowhere to be seen. And I would have to wait there, and I would hear her clop, clop up the sidewalk. Of course, she wasn't very happy with me at that point.
Is there any chance you were talking to her and she wasn't there?
No, I would be on the phone or something and just, like focused on, okay, I got to get this phone call done and get to this place all at the same time. And I was lovely. But family wise, my wife is deaf in one ear and slightly hard of hearing in the other, and didn't want to, in the all vanity, didn't want to get hearing aids. So combine that with me being focused on a task, right? And she would come into the room and she would say something to me, and I might respond or I might not. And if I did, she would not hear what I was saying, right? And so we would have complete conversations where we thought we were talking. She was talking about the price of rice in China, and I was talking about traveling to Europe. And we would have complete conversations like that. Several episodes where we just completely disagreed on the conversation that we had like half an hour ago. And so I've learned to focus, and she's gotten hearing aids, and it's helped a lot.
Thanks. Those are great.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right. Cheers.